So Ontario has a problem. The province needs more power. At issue is the Pickering nuclear plant. It is set to permanently shut down starting in 2024. Other nuclear generators also going temporarily offline for maintenance. And Ontario is already using power to the max. So what are we going to do? Well, Energy Minister Todd Smith tells me he thinks natural gas generating plants will be needed to fill the void.
We have to get through this next period of time to ensure that we can get back to that really, really clean, emissions-free source of electricity for the next 30 years. So depending on who bids into the process, and we know that natural gas is going to be a part of that, we need the natural gas because we need our system to be reliable so that the lights stay on.
It will increase emissions quite a bit in Ontario, correct?
Well, I think it's pretty clear that the most important thing to the people of Ontario is that we have a reliable electricity system.
Experts say it will increase emissions, but the NDP contends it doesn't have to be this way. Interim leader Peter Tabuns points out that the Ford government canceled more than 700 green energy contracts.
Actually demolished a wind farm that was almost completely built. So they were wrong-headed to get rid of supply that they knew we would need in a few years.
Let's keep in mind, it was those types of contracts that were creating the problems that we saw in Ontario. Under the previous Liberal government, we saw a lot of those sole source contracts that were going to Liberal insiders that were actually making the system less reliable and were actually driving up the cost of electricity.
Electricity is no cheaper though now, is it, Minister? It's no cheaper now.
Oh, yeah, the increases have definitely flattened from what we saw under the previous Liberal government.
Would it not make sense to, though, in addition to the natural gas, to build more solar, to build more wind? Wouldn't that make sense?
Only if it's reliable. Now, storage has come a long way over the last little while, and that's why we've asked the independent electricity system operator to look into all kinds of storage.
Yeah, Minister Smith says he's asking that independent electricity systems operator for numbers on how many more new natural gas generators may be needed. He's also asking them for a path to phase them out eventually. He says right now there are no plans in the works to replace the Pickering nuclear plant.